So if you're freshly spawned and you're close to a town, what you can do is loot some of these buildings. Any one of these normal buildings here, and you can run up and there could be food spawns in here. If you find canned food, there's a couple ways to open it. The best way is a can opener, as you get 100% of your food. The second best way is a knife. You'll get roughly 75% of your food. And the worst way is with a sledgehammer. You'll get like little to no food in a can. All the animals will have a sound, and it's pretty loud in any direction. It's usually in the woods. And you want to go towards the sounds that you hear. And if you see the animal, you want to be quiet because you can easily spook the animal and they'll run away. Now when you're killing deer or boars or even bears, you want to use the right calibers, because if I were to shoot this deer with a pistol, it's going to take a lot of shots and it's not going to be accurate, and it's not going to be one clean shot. See, that was a headshot, it still didn't kill it. Now what you want to do instead of using pistols is use bolt action Mosins, CRs, break action BK-18, shotgun with slugs, and you just aim for the head and the animal's going to go down with one nice clean shot. And once you killed your animal, you want to walk up to it and hold left click with your knife, and you're going to start cutting up the animal. Cutting up animals, always make sure you have gloves, because if you don't have gloves and you start to cut up the animal, your hands are going to get bloody. And if you try to eat any kind of food while you have bloody hands, you're going to get sick. And what you can do is you can wash your hands in a river or a water pump. All the food you can carry, you need to cook it, because you can't eat raw food in this game. You'll get sick. I'm going to show you how to make a campfire. First thing you want to do is you want to walk up to a bush and you want to gather long sticks. You just hold left click, and once you get a couple long sticks, you're going to split them in half. You just hold left click, all the sticks are in your hand. And now you're going to pull out your knife and you're going to look towards a tree, and you're going to hold left click to gather bark. You're going to need 2 pieces. Once you get your bark, grab your sticks and drag it into the combine, let go, and hold left click to craft the fireplace. Okay, once you have your fireplace made, you're going to do it again. You're going to drag your sticks to the combine, let go, and you're going to scroll down until it says craft hand drill kit. Then you're going to hold left click. Make sure you put the rest of your sticks into the fire. Another thing you can do, you can gather firewood, which will make your fire last a lot longer, and it should give you a log. Then you just walk up to the fireplace, click attach, pull out your hand drill kit, look at the fire, and hold left click to start the fire. Now you're going to gather one more long stick. Now you're going to sharpen your stick with any kind of knife. You just drag it to the combine. Where it says sharpen, you hold left click. Once the steak is orange, then you can safely eat the food. Now one of the best ways to find food, and one of the most reliable ways, is fishing. Now you can find fishing rods in a lot of industrial zones and industrial areas. And with these fishing poles, you're going to need a hook. And you can also find hooks or make them. I'll show you how to make them here in a sec. Right, here's a hook. So you just combine it with your fishing pole. Now we need to get worms. A couple ways to obtain worms. Here's just a few ways. You can pull out your knife, look at the ground, and hold left click to dig up worms. You can also use a farming hoe. You can also use a shovel. Once you have your worms, you're ready to start fishing. So you're going to walk up to any water source, and you're going to make sure that you have your worm on the fishing pole, because you're able to fish without worms, but it's a lot harder to catch a fish that way. It makes things a lot easier when you have a worm. And you just hold left click. And as soon as you hear a fish flopping in the water, you let go and you'll catch the fish. Once you have enough fish, you'll take your knife and you'll gut the fish. Then you'll just cook the fish. If you can't find a fishing hook or a fishing pole, you can make one. All you need is a rope and a long stick. Now if you can't find rope, you can pull out your knife, look for shirts, and cut it up into rags. And you need a total of 12 rags. Once you get 12 rags, you combine them to make rope. Now you take your rags and you combine them, and you craft a rope. Now all you need is a long stick. A long stick in your hand and drag the rope to it and craft a fishing pole. If you're looking for a fishing hook, you can also make those. Just get short sticks. Once you have your short sticks, you drag your knife to the top and you make sure it says craft improvised fishing hook. Then you just combine it to your fishing hook and add your worm and get to fishing. Across any player, it's kind of nice to kill them because you can gut them up and everything you need to catch fish is on a human body. The bones, you drag it to the knife and you can make fishing hooks. And if you need rope, you take the guts, drag it to your knife, and craft the rope. That's how you find food in dayz.